That was extremely incriminating evidence.
Tom Barnard's confession to both his girlfriend and to Chauncey Hernandez allows investigators to establish the chain of events leading to Paulo's murder. It all began when Barnard started using Paulo's credit card, racking up expensive purchases for himself without his boss's approval. When Paulo reviewed his finances, he realized Barnard was stealing from him.
Yeah, hey Thomas. And he was upset about it, and he was thinking about reporting it to the authorities. I need to talk to you. Yeah, right away.
So Barnard headed over here, prepared to silence his boss.
Hey Thomas.
Since it was Thanksgiving weekend, Barnard knew Paulo would be alone, so there would be no witnesses to what he was about to do.
There's charges on here that don't make any sense. They're not business expense.
Well, show me where. Right here.
Barnard grabbed Paulo from behind and wrapped one arm around his throat. As his helpless victim began to lose consciousness, Barnard dropped him to the floor, continuing to strangle for 8 long minutes until he squeezed the last breath out of his friend and mentor.
Strangulation is one of the most gruesome ways that one can kill another person, because you're literally choking the life out of someone.
Barnard left the body and went shopping, picking up several bottles of drink. Then he wrapped Paulo in the green water, dragged him out into the backyard, and dumped the body into the storm shelter. And that's when Barnard tried to destroy any fingerprints or DNA, dousing Paulo with drain cleaner. The toxic cloud filled the storm shelter as the acid ate away at the skin on Paulo's face and arms. Concerned that someone might go looking for Paulo in the storm shelter, Barnard went out and bought the lock and chain. He sealed the door shut, planning to return once the acid had eaten away all the evidence. Barnard never got the chance. Jane Huffman's 911 call ensured that Paulo was discovered by deputies. All Barnard could do was hope nothing would lead back to him. After more than a month, he felt safe enough to trust his friend Chauncey with details of the crime, boasting about what he'd done because he thought he'd gotten away with it. 7 weeks after Paulo's body was found by sheriff's deputies,
You have the right to remain silent.
Tom Barnard is taken into custody.
We charged Thomas Bernard with first-degree murder. He had a very cold, stone-cold demeanor about him.
The arrest stuns all those who know the mild-mannered accountant.
Tom was always a very quiet, laid-back, easygoing kind of person. You never saw Tom get upset about anything. You never saw him argue with anybody.
According to detectives, however, there's another side to Barnard.
You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't freaking hide.
Nothing we could do to put this case together, because he was essentially smarter than we were.
Barnard's trial begins in October 2013. He enters a plea of not guilty and refuses to take the stand in his own defense. After 4 days of testimony and 6 hours of jury deliberation, Thomas Barnard is convicted of murdering Ashley Paulo.
We're glad he's in jail. We're glad there was justice done. But it's not going to bring my brother back. It's just a life taken too soon. Just senseless, horrible, crazy murder.
No, really?
On any given night, the Copper Manatee is back with regulars. There's Andy, the spoiled rich kid. Addison, the seductive bartender. Broken-hearted John. And Alan, the expert. Then there's Janine, the girl next door, and her popular boyfriend, Nick. It's just another Thursday night in a small-town bar until one moment changes everyone's fate. South of Detroit, the village of White House, Ohio, is a farming community with a single stop sign on the one main street. Surrounding the town are miles of rolling cornfields and dense forest.
Oh, that looks like deer fly, right? Oh, pretty cool. So we're just talking about it.
'A female victim lies face down in the freshly turned soil of a shallow grave east of town.
And they rolled the body over and I saw her face up. I mean, the cutting on her neck and everything. I'll never forget that. She had been slashed. She was almost decapitated. It was probably the worst thing I've ever seen in my career as a police officer.
The victim is 19-year-old Janine Brown, who's been missing since the previous day. Her friends and family have been looking for her, never expecting to find their precious Janine like this.
I remember my mother called and telling us we needed to come over. She said they found Janine, and I broke down and cried.
The All-American teen was born in White House, the daughter of a single mom. She had two younger brothers and a sister, and had just graduated high school a year earlier.
She had tons of friends. She was well liked by everybody.
Janine and my sister were very, very close. I just always remember looking at her and just kind of being, wow. I was jealous as a younger girl, and I just remember she's always very, very nice to me, always included me. My sister would be rolling her eyes that we have to take her with us, and she'd be like, come on, let her go, it'll be fine.
After graduating high school, Janine moved in with her best friend, Shelby Barrett, and got a job at a nearby assisted living facility.
She was a nurse's aide. She was, working directly with patients.
She liked her job, and she was very popular with the residents there. She was just a very bright, sunny person. I've never been able to wrap my head around what her final moments must have been like. Or wrap my head around the type of person who can do something like that.
At the crime scene, White House PD and Lucas County sheriffs dissect those final moments of Janine's life.
She had been slashed. You could see the defensive wounds on her hands.
I'm on instant kill right now, buddy.
She put on probably one heck of a fight before she died.
Don't do that.
Janine is naked beneath a pile of her clothes.
I can instant kill right
sexual
now.
assault.
She'd also been enriched into her weld marks on her body.
Look at that.
Approximately 13 of them.
Oh.
Maybe they could have moved a belt around, and that was used as the whip. It was a savage beating that she took.
Food,
Those
dude.
brutal welts point to someone with a sick vendetta against Janine. An examination of her clothing doesn't turn up any obvious clues, just a few personal effects.
The coroner did not only collect the fingernails and blood samples, but also vaginal swabs in the event that there would be any forensic evidence present.
The swabs test positive for semen.
This was a precursor to DNA. They were very limited in what tests they could run on the evidence in 1983.
The coroner is unable to pinpoint the exact time of death, but the condition of Janine's body suggests she was killed late Thursday night or early Friday morning. Homicide detectives begin their investigation into Janine's last known whereabouts with a visit to her friend and roommate, Shelby Berry.
We were there with a few friends.
She says the last time she saw Janine was 36 hours ago, after they returned from a typical night at the Copper Lantern Bar.
Copper Lantern was a small village bar where most of the kids and young adults would show up over the weekends.
Her boyfriend Vic was there, and we were just having, I don't know, just a normal night. And we ended up leaving with a couple friends.
Janine and Shelby got
Right now I'm on instant kill again. You better come back here before I catch up to you.
When we were leaving, Janine saw her boyfriend Vic kissing a bartender. And she was really upset about it, and she, I don't know, she couldn't let it go, and we got to go back to my house. Look, maybe we can go to bed, and in the morning you'll have a clearer head.
No, I need to resolve this tonight.
There's nothing you can do right now. It's 4 in the morning.
I should be able to explain something about why we thought that was a good idea to do. I have to talk to him tonight.
Janine decided she was going to walk uptown and go talk to Vic and confront him and see what was going on.
Shelby states she then went to bed, and when she got up 7 hours later, Janine hadn't returned.
What time did she leave the house?
It's like between 3:30 and 4.
Investigators' next step is obvious. They pay a visit to Janine's boyfriend, Vic Esper. Vic claims he didn't see Janine after she left the Copper Lantern that night.
Janine never appeared at your place after you guys left the bar. He said goodbye, and she left.
He reveals that he's been dating Janine for 3 months, meeting her through friends at the bar. He's 6 years older than her, but says their relationship was at a good place.
It was a normal night. Okay, I stayed longer, I left, that was it.
He recognized that he was on the radar as a suspect, so he was cooperative, but also guarded in his answers.
Vic says he left the bar and was home by 3 a.m. But in his account of that night, he fails to mention one important detail.
What's your relationship with Addison Berwin?
Yeah, Addison, she's a bartender there, and